Hey everyone, welcome to this week's update video. This week we don't have too much going on, but I do have some news regarding my channel, with some upcoming stuff. So I'll go over that in the end. But for this week we have Peppetta as the new unit. She is not limited, but so she will go into the standard banner at the end of her banner. Now she is a single target DPS. And she ignores resistance, and she has multi-hits. That would have been useful for the last or the previous boss, so it's kind of bad timing that she's come out after it. But maybe that's a sign that the next boss will be a resistance boss. Who knows? But yeah, she has multi-hits. She ignores res. She also self removes charm, which is it makes her playable in PvP. I don't think she's top tier for PvP, but certainly you could use her because anti-charm is really nice to have, and ignore res is pretty good against most auto taunt tanks these days. So similar to Angel Bolina in that regard, but I think Peppetta probably has more, or just better like overall PvP capabilities, mostly because she can be immune to charm. Especially if you're facing a lot of crims, you can make sure that your DPS doesn't get owned by a crim that way. Aside from that, she does mostly self-boosting on damage for crit damage. She gets crit chance, and she also gets attack as well. Now, I'm personally not going to pull for her, one, because I already have Angel Bolina, and I think Angel Bolina outperforms Peppetta. Therefore, the only real reason you would get her is either you need an anti-resistance DPS and you don't have Angel Bolina, or you just, maybe she's your waifu, right? She looks pretty good. I wouldn't blame you if she's your waifu. So those are the only reasons I could really think of to pull for her. Now, just as a comparison, I have here the current anti-resistance unit. So I think Bolina is still the best one. Verir, I would say, is probably the second best. And in conjunction with Bolina, that would be the best pair for running double DPS, especially because Verir has the mark ability. But I would say Peppetta is probably better than Rodnia, because Rodnia doesn't see. I don't think she's very good. She was like the absolute budget of anti-resistance. So hopefully, if you don't have her already, basically if you don't have any of these units, then that's probably when I would go for Peppetta. But if you already have one of these units, aside from maybe Rodnia, then probably not really worth getting Peppetta unless you're really trying to chase some decent scores and you need double DPS, in which case you would run like Verir plus Peppetta, then that's up to you. But also with the collab coming up, I do recommend to skip her for the time being. And as I said, she's also going to be on a standard banner eventually anyway, so you can always pick her there if you want her later down the track. Alright, now we got no new events, but we just have the continuation of the side story from last week and Moon Abyss. So if you haven't finished that, then you can do so this week. You would probably want to focus most of your stamina into the side story this week and try to clear out the shop. You can skip these 5-star and below cores if you want to, or just basically make them the last priority. Right, get everything else first, and then get these last. And there's also this skin I should mention, the skin for Peppetta. So that's another reason why you could get it if you want. If you really want the skin, then you need her to equip it. And it's currently on a small discount, but you need the paid crystals to obtain her. So just keep that in mind. Now, some updates for my channel. I have been slacking on the guides, but I have finally recorded one, which I will post shortly after this video. And with plans to post or to record more over time. Just bear with me because I am quite busy with other games and also full-time work. So I do try to record when I can, but sometimes I can be a bit too tired after work, and especially this week I was like quite exhausted after the past couple of days because I was returning to work after being on holidays for a few weeks. So yeah, I will try to do some more coming up, but yeah, there'll be some guides mostly focused towards newer players to help them learn certain mechanics in the game and certain things that you might need to know. So look forward to that. And I will probably also do some review videos for gacha games that I've played recently, and just give you my thoughts on whether they're worth playing. If you have any suggestions on games that might be worth playing and worth checking out, I can play them for a little bit and give you my opinion of them after after a certain period where I think I know enough about the game to give an opinion of it. Then I can also cover those as well in separate videos. And finally, this is another question for you guys. Actually, is I was asked whether I have a Discord channel. Now, I don't have one specifically for Haze Reverb. I do actually have one for Summoner's War, which is when I used to make videos for Summoner's War on a different channel, and also for streaming Summoner's War, which I haven't streamed for a little while, but those streams are quite rare. Now, I was thinking that maybe I'll repurpose that Discord, and sort of I'll probably still do Summoner's War stuff on it, which is not that much. To be honest, it's mostly just like a stream every few months. But if people want me to repurpose it for Haze Reverb, and have some channels there to discuss in a smaller community, then let me know in the comments as well. And if there's enough interest, I will do that. But if there's only a couple people, I won't really bother. But I would like at least 10 plus people will probably give me enough incentive to do that. Especially if you want to just discuss a lot of Haze Reverb stuff outside of main Discord. Now, I have noticed a lot of comments in main Discord about me lurking in there, which is true. I do lurk in there. I don't necessarily read everything, but I do read some stuff. And a lot of the reasons why I don't speak in there at all. I mean, I have spoken actually in the past, but I don't. Actually, I'm using a different name on it. And the reason for that is, one, I don't want to get spammed pinged, right? So I avoid talking in there because I know people are gonna reply ping me or just direct ping me for very minor stuff, which I don't really care for. Or I just don't really like getting pinged in general, right? So at least if we're talking in a smaller community, then there's less need to ping me. Just basically just leave your message in the Discord. I will check it, right? In Discords I'm active in, I don't need to be pinged to be notified that there's something I need to answer, right? I basically read everything, especially in small community Discords. But the main cord goes there's just too much chatter, especially recently. There's just been a lot of chatter in the general chat that I just don't care for, and some of it is a bit cringe to me as well. But for those who really want a space to specifically discuss mostly Haze Reverb stuff, then I'm willing to sort of organize that if there's enough interest. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know I've sort of dragged this off a little bit too long, so I'll just leave it there. And anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.